Ow.
Alright guys, for today's video I'm happy to use a different camera here because I got a new thing to check out from King Bolin. Now if you remember, well if you've seen it, what was it, like 3 months ago or so maybe? I don't know. I said that I made a video of this, that I said that King Bolin sent me out their launch, which is a bi-directional GM specific scan and diagnostic tool, and you can trigger different sensors and things to run in the car to test certain different parameters, as opposed to just reading codes like you would the normal code reader. It's a nice, much greater step up. This was a GM specific one that they sent me, but they reached out to me recently and they said they had a new product and asked if I'd want to check it out. So I said sure. So King Bolin did provide the product here for me, so just keep that in mind. But I'm going to let you know, I'm going to see, and it is now a little Bluetooth plug-in OBD2 sensor, or OBD2 scan tool that is also bi-directional, but this should be for more than just a GM specific vehicle. As you see, it's much smaller, it's more compact. You can easily keep this in your glove box to make sure you have it if needed, just like a normal scan tool. And unlike the launch, which I have, this would be powered off the OBD2 port. There's no external battery that would need to have, or no internal battery, she said, that would need to be externally charged like in the launch. So what I'm going to do now is there's a setup process to this for a little bit that you have to do. You have to kind of register your device, do a little username, and then there's a serial number attached to this, which I am covering up, that will be registered to kind of you and your device, and you need to set that up before you can kind of put it into the car. But once you do that and you plug it into the car, then you will connect it through the app, and there should be an initial download of whatever diagnostic programming, for whatever your vehicle is that this is plugged into, will need to be downloaded at the beginning, and then it should be good to go. So let's go ahead and plug this in and check it out. So I'm going down here into the OBD2 port. Find it down there. Okay. All right. And then I have my phone here, and you'll download the eDiag app. Okay. Now may have to turn the key on. I'll do that just to see. Power it up, and then you will have to, I believe, scan here for Bluetooth, and it'll search for Bluetooth stuff. Now make sure that you wait. Don't look at that. Yes, pair. Okay. So I am now paired up. That should be the first time I have to do this, or every time, I should say, every time you plug this in, you'll have to pair to this. But I need to go to the, I believe, diagnostics section. Okay, there we go. Downloading the stuff that is needed for this, for my GM Chevy Cruze here. Let that download. What was I going to say? I was going to say, and it slipped my mind. Oh, okay, yep. So it popped up my vehicle VIN there. Status, any codes, readiness completed. Let's see. Readiness not complete. Readiness not supported. Let's see, what is this? All protocol scan. Let's see what we got. I probably need to turn the thing to the fully on position. Fail. So as you see, I'm just the same thing I did with the launch. I'm going through this at the moment to see what is going as I learn as I go through this. So failed. I'm not even sure what that is here. Would you like to end your diagnostic session? No, I would not. Okay. Ignition, spark, protocol, CAN bus. Okay. All right. We'll enter that. Okay. Here we go. I pressed the wrong button. So we have fault code clears. We can do test O2 sensors modes. We have read IM readiness mode. Ready status of DSys clear. Ready status of current driving period. Okay, so you can monitor driving with this as well. Read fault codes. Let's see if I got any codes. No codes, which is good. Like I said, you've seen everything I fixed on this car, so I shouldn't have any codes. Now, unlike the launch there, this popped up instantly saying I had no codes. The launch was like finding something deep down that I didn't have a code, but it was still something that it was reading. But this, you can tell, no codes at all, which is good to go. Control operation of onboard component system. Let's see this. Let's just go through here. Unavailable on this vehicle. Okay. It could be, and this could be because I don't have the car started up right now, which is all well and good. Read live data. So this should pop up saying, I'll click something here. Throttle position B, this, and let's read ambient air temperature. And now I don't have the car running, so this should pop up saying, okay, it's reading the current air temperature at 80.6 degrees. That's correct. Throttle position, that's probably just where it's sitting stagnant. Now let's start the car up and see what if it does anything different. Okay. Yep. And as we see here, now we have the position changing. Ambient air temperature is up to 96.8. God, Jesus, hot. So as you can see, now we're to the point of where we are reading live data in the car. And this just started up, so this is going to be in closed loop, or I'm sorry, open loop still, because it hasn't started reading off any of the sensors yet. Once it gets closed loop, then everything will adjust. But as you can see here, I just want to go through here and show you just how you can read in two directions. Look how fast that's climbing just from the it started up what, 20 seconds ago, and that's how hot the exhaust air is getting, and to the O2 sensor there. So you can monitor this, and like if you were reading, saying you're throwing an O2 sensor code in, I can know what it is. You can come into here and start the car up and run this, and you can see this. If it shows like a 0 out or it's stuck on a number, that's saying, okay, well, my O2 sensor is bad. Like, so this is bank 1 sensor 1. This is a sensor that is above the catalytic converter in the exhaust manifold. Sensor 1 is the one always before the cat. Sensor 2 is the one behind the cat. But you can see it's climbing up. Let's see what else we can read here. Customer command. Control module voltage, you'll see this 14.7. so just by looking at the control module voltage like that will tell us that, hey, we're getting 14 volts. It's showing that even though we're looking at the control module and not actually at the alternator itself, we're getting full voltage from the alternator running here, which is good. Our alternator is running great. Let's see here. Oh, we can look at the map sensor, barometric pressure. Let's check that out. 14.7, which is good. That's stoic. Airflow rate for the mass air sensor. What do we got here? About 22 to 23 pounds of air coming through an hour. So as you can see, much like we'll look at the coolant here, evap, and the fuel, just because they're all right together. Much like the launch, it is giving me a lot of information that I can see, as opposed to just reading codes, which is good. And so unlike the launch, where I could have paid for paid to buy software to work on other vehicles like Ford, Dodgers, or whatever, the launch is pre-programmed for Chevy. This one will work on any car with an OBD2, as long as it can download whatever is needed to run it, the diagnostics on whatever that car brand is. Pretty much all OBD2 cars like this, and I'm saying this, I don't know about anything in China or anything like that, but any sort of car you'll come across in the US, you'll be able to use this on. Excuse me. We can see the engine RPM, we can see the evap purge pressure, about 9 pascals. Fuel level input 59, about 60% fuel, yeah, which is good. I'm just a little bit under 3/4 of a tank, so I'm right about 60% full. So yeah, as you can see this, oh, and I look down here, I can record this data, I can make a report out of it. What is more here? I can combine, I can compare samples. So I can, excuse me, I can monitor this data, I can record it, I can save it, and I can look back on it at any given time to see if I was having issues with the car, trying to work it out. One day I record that data, I fix the issues, and then I go driving the car around and record that data, and then I can compare the data between the two different times to make sure that I've actually fixed the issues themselves. Back up. Okay, I hit that in here. Okay, it's like clear faults, read free phrase mode. I was just in read live data. I can test O2 sensors. I can test onboarding modules. I can read the vehicle information, which would be like my VIN number and all that sort of stuff. Would you like to end your diagnostic session? Let's end that one. Okay. Yep, that's OBD functions. Then I got maintenance functions here. I can reset the oil. I can, if I need to put like a new throttle body on here. Ooh, mosquito in here. I can actually relearn this throttle body through this app, which would be involve hooking up and then depressing and running through the whole range of motion to get it to learn exactly where it is, because it's a drive-by-wire throttle body, which is everything else now. ABS bleeding, really helpful, because if you have a car with ABS, which every new car has ABS, you have to bleed it in a certain way, and you have to actually trigger the ABS module to let you bleed out the fluid in each line at any given time. Reset the brakes, TPMS sensor reset, which is good. Injector, if you need to put in new injectors, battery matching. Yeah, some cars now, like, they have it set up to where you can't even set the change the battery yourself. They want you to have to, if you change the battery, you have to have the battery programmed to your specific car. So they want you to have to go take your car to a dealership to get a battery put in, so it will learn and match to your car, which is pretty much bullshit. But you can do that here with this. Obviously, EGR, you can test it. They can do an all system diagnostic, and this will search through everything. It'll look, make sure you don't have any codes running or anything hiding in the background. So as you can see, this is a very let me back out of here. This is a very in-depth. Here's the report I just made earlier from this running. But this is a very in-depth, stop looking at my VIN, damn it. Inspection is normal for the body. Okay. So, this is a very in-depth little thing for cheaper than the launch for sure, and it is more usable on any other car if you have something other than a GM like I have. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Stuff has come so far nowadays with what you're capable of doing that you used to have to do and go get it put on a professional shop. I go to a professional shop to get on their really large diagnostic tools, which are, about 2.5 times this, to hook it up to figure stuff out. So the fact that we can do this now with just an app on our phone, and the app is available for Android or iPhone, but the fact that we can do this just on our phone now to check all this stuff out is pretty cool. So this is the kind of stuff we need to make sure that we can keep our cars on the road as long as possible, because cars are getting freakishly expensive. They are freakishly expensive at this point in time, and they're only going to keep getting worse. So the only way we can fight back about that stuff is to make sure the stuff that we do have lasts, and we keep it on the road as long as possible. But yeah, that is all I got for you today, guys. This is the EDIAG link. EDIAG link from King Bolin. Popped it off there in a different position. But yeah, as you can see it right there, it is available on Amazon. I will have a link for it in the description down there if you want to check it out. And I want to thank King Bolin for sending this out to me to check out too. So look into that, guys. Look into the launch if you have a GM specific vehicle, and just whatever you do, make sure you have the knowledge to keep your stuff on the road. We want to save some money, we want to do stuff ourselves, and we want to keep stuff lasting as long as possible, even though everything now is built-in obsolescence. So let's fight back against that stuff, and let's keep our stuff going. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. So like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you next time. Later.